Hey guys, this is Xami here, and today I want to discuss which units came out in the last 1.5 months. Because there's a new tier list from yesterday made by Gamepress.gg. I will put a Reddit link to it in the description and also the link directly to Gamepress. So, up on top, we got the old tier list I discussed in my last video, which I will link down below. And yeah, that's the current one right here. There was one in July, but that didn't change a lot. So I figured, okay, now it might be time to consider some changes. So first we got a new guy in our Z tier list, which is the new Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And in my opinion, he is very good unit. He's pretty good in his blast attack stats. He's also good at yeah, getting damage done fast, quickly. He has of course very good links. Like he can play in Future Team, he can play in Vegeta Family Team, he can play in God Key Team. Those are very, very, very powerful teams at the moment, especially with Vegeta Blue running around, and he does basically the same job as Samazu does, as is covering for green units for Vegeta Blue. So he is pretty good, and the fact that when he dies, he takes away 3 of the Dragon Balls of your opponent, and he gives permanent buffs to your team. That's insane. That's very good. He is a very good unit. I don't know if he's C tier though. In my opinion, he's also C tier. S tier. Maybe something like S plus or something. But I don't know about C tier. I'm not entirely sure about that. But yes, he's a very good unit. And if you got him, you should try him out. He's worth a test. Next, we got now we have the EX Gogeta, the red Gogeta, up in S tier as the only uh, extreme unit up here. He's also a very good unit if you have him more than 1 or 2 stars. But the problem is he is only like 1 Z ability buff for the current team that makes up the Fusion Warrior core team. Vegeta Blue, Zamasu, and mostly Kevlar or the yellow Vegeta, who are also both S tier. Um, just because, his second ability, C ability, he buffs fusion um, characters, and those are all Potara characters, so they don't get that buff. But maybe we soon get more fusion units like Gogeta Blue, Transforming Gogeta Blue, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, maybe someone. So those type of characters, they will fit better with him. And yes, he's a pretty solid unit. He has that heal ability, he has damage cut, he is a big toolkit, and he's similar to the extreme unit of last year's anniversary, Whis, that was very good. So I can understand that they put him in S tier here. Yeah, and also the new Green Goku, who came out 1 or 2 weeks ago with Tierlist last week, I guess. He's also an S tier. He jumped right into S tier. That's pretty common actually for newer banners that like one of those units is S tier, maybe sometimes even Z tier, but at the moment there's no chance for that to happen. I guess there's a big difference, I would say, between Z tier units and S tier units. Um, but he jumped to S tier. That's very good. That's very good because he does a lot of melee damage. He's a very good attacker. He has some good abilities to help his teammates out. So yes, he's well suited for S tier in my opinion. And I just noticed, yeah, we still have the green Super Saiyan God Vegeta legendary finish in Z tier. I would still think he's not belonging there. In my opinion, he's S tier. I mean, yes, they put him up there again because Future and Godkey are both top tier teams right now, and Green is also an important unit against Vegeta Blue. But then again, if you put him on Z tier, you should also put Kevlar up there too. Green units are important at the moment. I think that's also why this new Goku got to S tier. But if you put Vegeta in Z tier, you should also put Kefla there, and if not, they should all be on S tier. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, the new Red Goku just to the left of Extreme Gogeta. He's also new in S tier since the last time I made this video. He's also a good unit. He has cover change, he does a lot of damage, he has good abilities, but he's a red unit. And at the moment, Vegeta Blue is literally there existing, destroying red units with 2 strike cards, basically. So there's no way he will be Z tier even if he had the best kit in the game, or maybe the second best kit in the game after Vegeta Blue. I don't think there's a chance he could move to Z tier if there's no big meta shake coming soon that will change Vegeta Blue from being overwhelmingly good as he is now. But I don't see them happening soon because I think he needs to be nerfed if that would happen. If not, I mean, yes, other teams can be made better, but Fusion Warriors, Future Gotki, they're all still top teams, and I don't see that changing in the near future. Yes, okay, then we have the new Tierlist, also in tier 1 then. Another change. Yes, he's okay. He's at the moment he's good at the Saiyan team with other supports, but yeah, he's no S tier unit at the moment. Maybe somewhere in the future when there's like a bigger pool of powerful opponent units that buff each other, maybe that could be a time when he shines. Yeah, because in sagas from the movies he has no real right to exist because he's blast focus and sagas from the movies is just yeah, strike attack focused. So at the moment, nope, I don't see him being S tier, something above. No, who else do we have? I think that yeah, the green Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku is also not in the old list I covered. So yes, he deserves the spot there as well. He's not overwhelmingly good, but he has good stats. He has a good ability. He's green. That's also pretty important at the moment, being green or being red even as bad. So yeah, he's. I think it's okay here for him to be here. Yeah. Basically, I think that was it about the changes in these top tier categories. Yeah, well, I mean, they put some units down, like the Bardock, the Red Bardock unit, okay, and Red Frieza, just because, yeah, at the moment, Lineage of Evil, they're not that strong. I mean, if you have Zenkai 7 cooler, yes, then they're good. But if you don't have him Zenkai 7, they're not good. Like, okay, that LF Frieza, he does a lot of damage, but he's squishy. Full power Frieza, he's a good tank, but there are many nullifying attacks out there, especially Vegeta Blue, who's unavoidable this season or every season since the anniversary. So yeah, he lost kind of his big tank image he had, and that's why yeah, the rest of this team is just slowly but surely going down the drain and sinking to tier 2 and maybe even tier 3. But we can take a closer look at the new tier list starting from tier 2. So we have the new Senkai Vegeta up there, and yeah, he's not good. Just if you compare him with other possible Senkai 7 units like Boo, Beerus, Cooler, like he's nowhere near them. You need to spend so much crystals to get him to Senkai 7, and he's nowhere near them. So yes, tier 2, don't spend any money on or crystals on him. Just don't. He's not worth it at all. Yeah, and also the red trunks they put in tier 1. Yes, he has a better kit, but as I said earlier, a red unit in the current meta is just not worth spending much on. Maybe later down the road, somewhere, if they will keep the system this way, and you can always purchase it. You could go for it, maybe in a purple red or purple red red team with the Senkai 7 Gohan, who's currently in tier 3, to give another good purple unit that needs to be done, built in the future, a big buff. But you could run the Senkai Trunks with the Heat Dome Trunks is also in tier 2, or with Gotenks if you want to play a hybrid Saiyan team. But at the moment, yeah, they're nowhere near the top units right now. And yes, we have tier 3 here coming with many legendary finish units like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Gohan, Goten. It's so sad to see them being tier 3 because I mean at least Gohan was one of the best units in the game before or around the first anniversary. And he was so good at tanking, he was so good at doing damage, a last stand-in unit just like you wanted it to be. But nowadays he's not doing much really. Yeah, same with the angry Namek Goku. He was a beast when he was first introduced. Everybody hated the game because he only, or the guys only backfloated, waited for you to do anything, and then they just used the special art card. But nowadays you rarely see him in PvP because his defenses are bad. And I figure in a meta where Vegeta Blue can literally destroy your team with 2 strike attacks, defense is much more important. And I think that's why some of the region units are still tier 1, like Android 21. Okay, she came down from S tier some days ago, but she's still in tier 1. Omega Shenron, okay, he's red, but he's still tier 1. Majin Buu, still tier 1. Yes, I think if you can play region well, also Super Baby is also in tier 1, they can be a very good team. I mean, they're not Fusion, but Fusion is like, they're on top of every other team at the moment, so I don't want to compare them with any other teams, something like that. But Region can still be very good. Of course, Fusion, Future, Godkey, whatever you want. GT is also a solution, but they're not. I mean, they also have an S tier unit in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who's like S tier after almost more than half a year, 8 months or so. So that's pretty good. That's long for a unit like that. Mm, I mean, we also have Super Vegito there, but he's only S tier again because of Vegito Blue. But yeah, I think that covers most of the new changes. So yeah, there's some teams that I just mentioned that are still viable, and older teams like Sun Family, um, an older Saiyan team with Red Bardock who used to be good like half a year ago. They're just yeah, doing bad at the moment. And having that said, have a nice evening and a good start in the week. And share your opinions with me on what units you would change on that tier list. Bye bye.